can be a great people, Kal-El, they wish to be. They only lack the light to show the way. For this reason, above all, their capacity for good. I have sent them you, my only son.
It's been a long time since Superman has been on the big screen, and Bryan Singer has just released Superman Returns. He's the man who did the X-Men 1 and X-Men 2 movies.
And he should have been the man who did X-Men 3, but
we get Superman instead. He did bail, and X-Men 3 wasn't as good because of him, and I think his talent is obvious because Superman Returns is an elegant, epic fucking superhero movie, and I really, really liked it. And I don't even like Superman that much. I just thought this movie was fantastic from beginning to end.
I think this movie was a tragedy.
A tragedy?
It is a tragedy.
For what reason?
The only aspect of the film that I will say good about before I go into all the aspects that I think are awful is the action stuff. The action stuff is great. It's the best Superman we've seen so far. But it's basically a retelling of Superman 1. There's so many things. This movie is so regurgitated, all the things that are happening, in addition to the fact that the storyline, the plot, the characters, all those things are so lame. This movie suffers from the same thing that Batman Begins suffers from, which is that they chose Katie Holmes to be the opposite, and she's like 16. You know what I mean? This girl, Kate Bosworth, is, I don't believe
I think she's
her.
totally age appropriate.
She's
for
like 16
Superman,
years
who's
old.
also young.
She's age appropriate for Superman on Smallville. Almost all of this film is regurgitated. Brendan Routh, is that who am I saying?
Yeah,
right?
I don't know how to pronounce it.
He does a great job impersonating Christopher Reeve.
Oh, well, that's not true. That's not true.
Kevin Spacey does a great job impersonating Gene Hackman, except for the times when he breaks character and does Kaiser Sose, which is awful.
You are killing me.
Absolutely
First of all,
awful.
Christopher Reeve had more of a slapstick vibe. Him and Lois, Margot Kidder in the first movies, had a really nice screwball comedy vibe going for him. That is completely missing from this movie. I think Singer thought that modern audiences wouldn't go for it, and so there's very little interaction between Clark and Lois at all. Most of the interaction is between Superman and Lois, and Superman's not a bumbling, funny guy by any means.
Tell me everything.
This is the most brooding superhero we've seen since Batman. I mean, this guy is fucked up, man. And it was really, really terrific the way that he portrayed it in the movie with little words. He did it mainly with camera movement and, just having him sitting outside of the planet and listening to everything that was going on. That's the only place Superman feels comfortable. He doesn't fit in anywhere. I thought it was a fantastic rendition. I thought it was the first fully realized version of Superman all the way through.
No one can explain to me how they think the Clark Kent no glasses thing works.
You just have to go with it, man.
No, you don't actually. I'll be the one who raises my hand and go, you know what, that never worked for me in the past, and the fact that you can't come up with something better is just pathetic. It's pedestrian pathetic. And
this is the same reason you didn't like King Kong. You know?
Because it's a terrible character and a terrible story. Absolutely.
Bring it on!
I think, like you said, it's a superhero movie. It's an action movie. Move beyond that. But the thing is that the action was kick-ass and it was cool, but that's not even the best thing about this movie. The best thing about this movie is the interpretation of the character. The best thing about this movie is how huge Bryan Singer made Superman for the first time ever.
I think he turned him into a creepy stalker,
which was cool.
Homewrecker, and he's a child. He's an infant.
He's an infant.
He's an infant. He's an infant intellectually. He's an infant in his behavior, the things that he's doing. He's coming in and destroying this family. The one actor in the film I'll give props to is James Marsden from X-Men. He was great.
He didn't make the guy an evil guy. He just was a stand-up.
Right. But I also thought it was grotesque to celebrate the fact that here's Lois Lane. She's completely in love with
Were they celebrating it, though?
Absolutely. They were celebrating the fact that here's this great guy who was there, who didn't leave for 5 years, who was the father of her child and all these other things, and she couldn't get over infant alien boy who's stalking her outside her window.
Which was hot, by the way.
It was not hot. I'll use a different adjective. I thought it was disgusting. The action sequences are awesome. If you love this movie's great for a 5-year-old. If you love action sequences, go see this movie. It's fun. The whole plane in the ballpark, that is great. That's great filmmaking. Bryan Singer is a great filmmaker who understands how to do a lot of things that most people don't. So the things that work about this movie are the action sequences and the way he strings certain things together. But honestly, the character sucks, the story sucks, and it's a retread of the past two movies. Firm rock fist down for me again. I think this movie is not good. It's bad.
If you go see this movie because you want to see the action scenes, you will be disappointed. It's a 2.5-hour movie with some kick-ass action scenes, but what works about it is it's a melancholy character study about a modern god. Big thumbs up for me. This is a rock fist way up, and JD just couldn't be more wrong. That's all there is to it.
I've been wrong before.